Hello, welcome back. As you see in the previous video, we want to make the Ha Giang Loop.
So when we were planning our trip to Vietnam, we were sure that we want to do this loop. But then once we came to that country, we were not so sure about it anymore because of the conditions of the street, the way that people are driving here and the traffic in general. But then Carolina and Cristiano, they convinced us to do the loop together. So here we are. So one thing we have to say before, this isn't a typical vlog video because seriously, during all that loop, we were so fascinated of the nature and the surroundings that sometimes we just forgot to film something.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
And so we try our best with this video to just like put all the snippets of photos and videos and all the things that we have together to take it with us.
So let's get into the video, but before, please give a like and subscribe to our channel.
So after Cat Ba Island, we are back in Hanoi, waiting for our night bus up to Ha Giang.
The price of the bus was about 13 euros per person.
Yeah.
And it was very comfy, I have to say. It was a limousine with full of lights. Do not expect to sleep so much because it's moving all the time. So it's about how many hours?
8 hours.
8 hours. So they're driving like a little bit faster, you know.
And they're honking all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And the bus has this kind of like echoing kind of honk. So it's impossible because there's so many corners and turns and just forget about the sleep.
Yeah.
But the rest was okay, the ride was okay, and we only had one bus stop. I mean, we are women, you know, we have to use the bathroom many times.
Yeah.
So I think one bus stop is too less, but it was okay. So we had like a 30 hour or 20 minutes, 30 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes break at like a bus station, restaurant kind of thing. And yeah, we could grab some food and then also use the restroom there.
Yeah. Around 1 in the night, we arrived at the hostel, Ha Giang Tourist Center 1, which was the cheapest hostel that we ever had. We paid about €2.50 for 2 persons, included breakfast, and the people were super nice.
So after a short night's sleep, we are ready to hit the road, and the guys rented the motorbikes at QT Motorbikes in Ha Giang. And a lot of people recommended to us that we should rent semi-automatic ones because it's just like better to go up the hill and stuff. So we rented Honda blades 115cc.
Yeah.
And we paid €7.50 per day.
Yeah, with insurance.
Yeah, with insurance. And the good thing is, whenever you have a problem, because throughout all the loop, they are always able to come to you and reach to you if you have any problem. And a very cool thing is that you can let all the stuff that you don't want to bring into the loop, you just can let at the place of them. And even there's another option that you can let your clothes, for example, or your stuff ship behind you.
Yeah. There is some different points that you can send it from the beginning from Ha Giang and then send to different part of the loop. So when you finish to make the loop, you can go and pick it up and go back to Hanoi.
One more thing to say, like bring a little bit of everything into the loop because the conditions of the weather can change like very fast. So we had everything from sunshine, rain, a lot of clouds and fog and everything. So we had like thermal leggings and then we had raining jackets or poncho and stuff, scarf. And also it's good if you bring a little bit of cash money with you throughout the loop because I mean, you go in these like family hostel kind of places and you just don't pay with card because they don't even have a card machine or whatever. So make sure that you bring a little bit of cash money with you, and throughout all the villages and stuff, there are always ATMs. So yeah. Now we are ready to go, and as you can see, we grew from 4 people to 6 as Jay and Andre are joining us as well. And now let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
We are on the way to our first stop, which is the Heaven's Gate. And as you can see, the more up we go, the foggier it gets. There was a moment that we couldn't even see 10 meters far. And we really thought like, oh my God, we just hope it won't be like that all the time. But even that the weather wasn't the best, that didn't kill our mood to just keep going.
Around midday, we have a lunch in a small village called Tam Son. And after that, we kept driving towards our guest house in Yen Minh.
So in the beginning, we couldn't find the Hoang Vu homestay. So when we arrived, it was honestly pitch black. It was dark, and this is not a good idea at all. It can be very dangerous there up in the mountains because there are no lights at all. We had already our first crash. I mean, not we, but Andre and Jay. They just slipped into the water gutter. I don't know if that is the name, but there's some small gutter where the water runs down from the mountain and it goes like all along the roads. So you have to be very careful. So yeah, they fell off the bike, but luckily nothing happened or nothing bad happened, and we made it to our guest house safe and sound.
Yeah. We were frozen and so happy that there were a fireplace and the owner cooked a huge meal for all of us, which was super delicious. After that, we just chilled, had some beers and played games with the kids of the family.
The next day we had a nice morning meditation on the terrace, and after breakfast we also had a nice walk around the farm to just soak in all the beautiful nature. We can absolutely recommend this place to you guys because the family that runs this place is super welcoming and we felt very comfy there. But now it's time to go. Today's first stop was at this plateau, and as you can see, the contrast between the black rocks and the lush green rice terraces is just absolutely beautiful. But sadly, we don't know the name of the viewpoint anymore. But anyways, I believe it's just impossible to write down all the viewpoints that we did, because if you did that loop for yourself, you know that there's just something to see all the time, and many places don't even have names. Another quick photo stop, and then we kept driving towards the Phin moon surface. The Phin moon surface is a place with spectacular and panoramic karst formations, which will definitely give you a feeling of being on another planet. This site is completely free to enter, and it was absolutely worth visiting it. So if you're around, make sure to stop by.
Oh, so cute, those kids having so much fun doing their dance.
You like this place?
See? I like it.
Cool, no?
It's like
In the moon.
time to get back on the bikes and back on the roads. And honestly, it was always so cute as the kids along the side of the road, they were always waving towards you and saying hello or giving you high five meanwhile you're driving. It was just super, super sweet.
You see, guys, how many times we have to stop because the scenery was fantastic. Wow, just look at this, guys. It's fantastic.
Quick dance break and then we have to keep going as we want to go to the flagpole tower Lung Pu, which is the most northern point in Vietnam. So to go until the top, which is 1,440 meters above sea level, you have to walk first 389 steps up, or what we later realized, you could have taken also a golf cart. The size of the flag measures 45 meters square and symbolizes the 45 ethnic minorities of the country. The view from up was really nice and the place itself was super packed with lots of tourists. And once we came on top, things were getting super crazy because honestly, I felt like a superstar. So many people wanted to take pictures with me. It was just like totally out of control. And on the way down, we honestly didn't know exactly what was going on, but everyone just needed to come down from the flagpole as they were, I don't know, maybe bringing down the flag or changing the stuff, or honestly, we just don't know what was happening.
After that, we just grabbed a quick meal and then continued until we found this small coffee place at the side of the road with again another amazing viewpoint.
Oh, you look so good there. What a beauty, man.
Then we keep driving until Dong Bang, where we try to find another place to sleep, but as so many places were full, we ended up here, guys.
Okay.
Pam, 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 pam. Okay guys, this was the worst place that we ever been.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a container kind of room with holes in the wall. So honestly, it was very cold that night. So all the freezing cold air just could enter. And I don't know when it was the last time that I was sleeping so close to, to Leo. We had to sleep like with all the clothes we had, jackets, with the scarves, with the gloves, and the blanket was like so thin, and it was just crazy, and we were just sleeping like this. It was freezing cold. No, the place was terrible.
Yeah. And also next to this hostel was the bus station, the main bus station of this village. So was all the night was coming inside, outside buses. As you see in Vietnam, the buses are going 24/7, like all the time there is full of buses. Yeah. The day after, we have a breakfast and then we left the town into the direction of Meo Vac.
quick stop at the memorial place, and then we kept driving into the Mai Pi Leng Pass. This viewpoint here was out of this world. Seriously, it was so beautiful. So just look. In Meo Vac we had lunch together with the guys, and then it was time to split and say goodbye. At least for now, as our paths will cross again in another moment. So Jay, Pablo and Andre, they are doing the normal loop, but I had the genius idea to go and visit the biggest waterfall in Vietnam, which is close to the border of China. And it will take us another 2 days or so to get there, and it's a little bit off the loop. So by now we continue and keep driving, and Carolina found another waterfall nearby in Google Maps, so we said okay, let's go there. But let's see where Google Maps will bring us, because we have to say that often in Vietnam Google Maps isn't working that well. I mean, compare for example to Thailand, but that is totally fine as this is part of the adventure, right? Do you see that small little white line in the back? That is the waterfall, and this is where we want to go. And here's also the end of the road, because afterwards there is some construction going on, so now it's time to walk. And maybe you can tell from my face, I am not so happy to walk. But not because I don't like to walk, but because we have heard of many people that in Vietnam it is not recommended to go off the beaten path, because sadly, still from the wartime, there are a lot of mines lying around, so it can be very dangerous. So it is not recommended to go in crazy ways or stuff like that. But we asked some locals and they said that we will be fine and there's not any danger, so we continue our mission towards the waterfall. But I have to say, the feeling was still a little bit weird.
And this is where we're gonna end this video, guys.
So, will we make it to the waterfall and what is going to happen? Let's find it out in the second part.
Yeah.
So again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, like our videos, leave us a comment down below, because seriously, we like to answer your questions and just chat a little bit with you guys. And yeah, make sure that you subscribe, and see you in the next one.